No one plans for ruin. I did not ask for this ever-thickening fog, for the illness and decay that it brings. It was no threat at first, just a light haze over fresh morning dew, bringing greater sheen to ripe berries and a bountiful fullness to grazing beasts. How subtly that sheen dulls and the bounty dries up. As it begins to creep in, to seep in, and whispers turn to whimpers. Food spoiled, livestock dead, water poisoned. Some call it a cleansing. Most call it the Walgrim. I call it my destiny. My rule seemed bound to failure, but for failure, I'd never planned. But you, what destiny awaits the one who walks amongst the Walgrim without fear? It has always been you. So here, take this gift, the mantle it bestows. Pray that you might bear its weight a little better than I. But never forget, no one plans for ruin. When the Walgrim calls, how will you answer?
In your hands lies the power to raise a kingdom. Autumn survivors, you venture out in search of a new land where you can begin again. Together, you will grow and rise. But you alone bear the weight. Get to read all of that. Alright, guys. I wanted to be so dramatic there. So, we are here for something different on the channel. Yes, we have done Timberborn, which is a city builder type of game. But what's different now is that I have started a series called Wing It Wednesdays. If you're at least from the United States, there's a catchphrase called winging it, right? And that really has to do with the fact that you don't really plan ahead. You don't really know what you're doing. You kind of jump in and you see what the heck happens. So the premise of this series is going to be controlled by you. That's right. You, the viewer, will have 100% control. Now, I want to lay out a couple guidelines. Number one, I am not a first-person shooter type of player. Okay, so you don't see that on the channel. I don't anticipate playing any of that kind of stuff, right? So keep that in mind. But on Wing It Wednesdays, we will play the games that you guys suggest as a quote-unquote demo or very short series or something like that. We will take a look. We will try it and see how it goes. And that may be one video, that may be 2 videos, that may be 5 videos. But I don't anticipate this being that long-term kind of normal series unless you guys scream and clamor and yell for this series to continue. Now, the other thing is that you should be telling me, A, do you want to see more of this game? And or B, do you want to see me play something else? Now, it could be, I don't know what. I'm open to any suggestion that you may have. All right. So on Wing It Wednesdays, there'll be one video of a game that either I choose if I hear nothing from you, or I take the consensus that is in the um, in the comments section, and we load that game up and we play it, and I basically just wing it for your entertainment. So we had to start somewhere. This game is in demo mode. It's a city builder and combat sort of survival type game, and I really don't know a whole heck of a lot about it, right? So this is how we're going to start. If you have any questions about what we're attempting to do here on the channel, drop those in the comment section and I'll clarify that. And if you have any other games that you want to see me wing it on, drop those in the comment section. And if you want to see this game after we get through this episode, and it might be a long episode, it might be a couple-hour episode, if you want to see more of this game, put that in the comment section, and I'll basically tabulate, what I get from you all, and we'll see where we go next week. So that's the premise. So let's get started here on Thrive, Heavy Lies the Crown. We are here at Zugala. We here at Zugala are very excited to share the world of Thrive, Heavy Lies the Crown with all of you. While early access is slated for 2024, our demo will provide you with a nice slice of the game to experience. This said, there will certainly be elements of the game that are still a work in progress, not fully functional or restricted during your playthroughs. Localization. Currently auto-generated and temporary, so there may be some translations that do not properly align with the intended meaning of the content of the game. So if you want to read all of this, you have an opportunity to pause the video and read it for yourself. Okay? Okay. All right, so we are going single player. Select your province. I know, by the way, I know really nothing about this game. Resources: apples, flax, hemp, gotta love it, herbs, qualities, attractiveness is high, it seems. Hydration, I can see right here is the end of hydration, so it's about 1/4-ish, and that's Draenoth. Anzor, hydration not that attractive, has the same resources, although it's not really telling me how many of these resources that it may have. Idith, not that great looking, lots of water. Moladanu is a nice mix. I feel like water is essential to all of life. So I'm feeling like I don't want to struggle for water. I'm feeling like Oshath or Maladanu are going to be where we start. I think we're going to do this. Let's confirm that. Thrive Heavy Lies the Crown is a work in progress and is only a small snapshot of what is planned for the full release. As we strive to create a memorable experience, we look to you for feedback. Join us on our Discord and let your voice be heard. Loading. I could fail miserably. If y'all watched Timberborn, I killed every beaver, I think by episode 3 or 4. So, you know, it could be that. It could be that. All for your viewing pleasure. I am not an expert. I am not an expert. Now this is a kind of top-down sort of city builder. 2 months ago, or 2 months since the fall of Altamore, since you gathered up the survivors and set forth towards a new home. Nisamore is the future, a land free from the terrors of the past. Here you will rise up a new kingdom, guided by the loyal advisors who form your Curia. Your advisors are quite knowledgeable, but none can deny their own self-interest. Each has a plan for your reign. In the end, you alone must set the tone of your rule. Where do your interest lies? So this is one of those games where you have the opportunity to make choices that change the way the game plays out for you. So where wisdom is grown, little fear remains. We rise with vigilance, scarred but unbroken. That sounds militaristic. Prosperity's pursuit ensures a bountiful future. At this point in time, we don't really know what any of these choices mean. I'm thinking for this first run through, prosperity might be the way to go. I'm going to try prosperity. Absolutely, yes, I would. Alright, well done, Your Majesty. Oh, thank you. Finally, the respect I deserve. Now that we've found a new home, let's move our caravan to the location you wish to build the keep. Once you've found the perfect spot, press the highlighted button to deploy the caravan. Additional information, click left mouse to select the unit, hold left and drag to select a group of units. Click right mouse to issue commands. So the scroll wheel okay, the scroll wheel zooms. Oh, okay, way out. Okay, so this is the map from the beginning. Now there will be some degree of combat at some point in the future. People will try to overtake you. So we can scroll clear in. Okay, but okay, where are we? Sorry. Okay, so there's a blue border around what appears to be your initial territory. Roads coming up, water to the left. That would be the west. Got a road coming down from the north. Not much going on the eastern side. Just assuming north, south, east, west. So the question would be, is there any benefit to zoom in, zoom out? Okay, you can select an area, WASD. Is there any benefit to being up here, at least with one side of your village or your caravan near the north? Almost in a defensive posture, so to speak. Okay, well, they're on the move. All 2 horses and 2 people. I think we're going to come over here. The trees. Like, I don't know what any of this means. Event log, tome of knowledge, diplomacy, so we can be diplomatic towards our neighbors, trade, edicts, jobs. Yeah, I know nothing about this. Okay, so now that you have found a new home, let's move our caravan to the location with keep. Once you've found the perfect spot, press the highlighted button. Oh, this one, that would be here. And I don't know. Let's deploy. Okay. Let's construct our keep. Select your caravan in the information pane. The information pane. Click on keep. Place it wherever you wish. Every kingdom receives 1 keep. So that's the hub of the government and rule that can be established. Later on, you'll be able to build additional keeps at great expense. Alright, so can we put the keep? Does it make sense, or is it a bad idea to back it up against the cliff or the high rock walls? I have no idea. Alright. Alright, so they're going to build something. Okay, we can pause. Okay, our next step should be that of resource gathering and management. We should build a primitive stockpile to house what we collect. You can find it in the build menu within the farmer tab. A wise ruler also sets up a reliable road network while placing buildings as goods move faster between buildings connected by roads. Additional information: every kingdom receives 1 keep so that a hub of government and rule can be established. Later on, you'll be able to... Okay, we knew that. Alright, so primitive stockpile. Let's just go slow. So down here, it's telling us farm structures, primitive stockpile. And I think we're just going to keep it at this point in time central to the keep. It appears as though there are wireframe, skeletal type pre-built structures. See Pascal Woodley, and Camilla Harlow. Alright. Various structures have a area of influence, AOI. This is indicated by the colored border around the selected structure. All buildings and citizens within these borders are affected by these structures, while those beyond the boundaries receive no benefit from them. With primitive stockpile now built, we can begin to place resource camps wherever resources are plentiful in order to build up our stores. Build a logger camp near trees to send workers to gather logs. Build a quarry camp near rocks to send workers to gather rough stone. Both resource camps can be found in the build menu within the logistics tab. Workers gather resource flags and return harvested goods to the nearest storage facility. Workers gather from resource flags and return harvested goods to the nearest storage facility. Okay, so logistics, trees, trees. Is there a Q and E button? That just rotates camera, but it doesn't appear it matters what direction that's going. So if we plop that there, then build a road. Can you go? Okay, so it's pretty much over to there. Is that a complete road? There's a piece missing right here. Okay, so that's a complete road. So then, okay, so that's good. So then, and we're still on slow speed. Stone. Where is stone? Like there's a stone. Would think there would be more stone somewhere. Like down here, there appears to be a fair amount of stone. Can we build something? Stone up here. Space occupied. So I'm almost feeling like a stone. Is it telling me anywhere? I don't see where it's telling me anywhere the amount of stone that we are actually collecting. To manually adjust the area of influence, a resource camp, simply click on the structure and adjust the slider. Try this now. Oh, well, look at that. Okay, with our building supplies secured, we can now shift focus to two of life's necessities, food and water. We should first construct food stores in a central location of the settlement. This will ensure all current and future residents within its area of influence have access to food. The food stores can be found in the build menu at the bottom of the screen. check within the farmer tab. Okay, so then, okay, so I feel like though, before we do that, where are we going? So I feel like roads. To there. There. So, whether or not that'll help, I have no idea. So then the trees, range. Just gonna max it. 246 trees. Alright, so then here, food stores. This is one of those games. Okay, RT. But I have no idea. Okay, so that's the road. This is one of those games where you often wonder whether you're putting anything in the right place or not. So it's pretty cool if you guys can see, like I liken it to like a wireframe structure. You can see the buildings that will be built when this is completed, which is kind of cool, but that's the case. I don't know, however, how to know whether okay, so it does build a scaffolding around. I don't know how to know whether the peeps are happy or not. But at this point in time, we're just continuing to play through the tutorial and see where it takes us. And I'll be right back. Okay, back. Without dirt roads, your citizens will struggle to successfully deliver their goods. Roads allow for swift flow of traffic. As residents can move between sites faster, most structures will also require connection to the road to be operational. Select the Logistics tab on the Build menu. Then select the Road tool drag to place a road between your food stores and primitive stockpile. Buildings without roads, sorry, road access will display this icon. Okay, so food stores and primitive stockpiles. So I feel like does that get us there? Is there a particular build a road between your food store and your primitive stockpile? I feel like I just did that. Stockpile. Stores. I kind of did that ahead of time in anticipation that is a good way to do it. So I don't know. Have like a lot of roads here. Okay, so that must have been good. Next, let's place a well in the area of the establishment where you intend to house residents. Both current and future citizens will then have access to fresh water within its area of influence. Locate and build the well from the build menu within the Farmer tab. In addition to meeting survival needs, it will supply our firehouse with water. So there's fire. Okay, so that was Act 1, something or other. Introduction. The foundations of your settlement have been laid, but much must be done to encourage its growth. Your Curia, a small group of advisors, will help you find your way. Chancellor Bodhi de Clan and Duke Donovan Stanton are those who remain from the fallen king's Curia. Sir Ossian Hayward, a trusted knight and friend, has been added to round off the group. Together you must determine where best to focus your efforts in its fledgling kingdom. Okay, well I didn't even get a chance to build the well. Chancellor Bodhi de Clan. Hey Bodhi. The solution is easily found, Your Majesty. Without our people, we would not have come this far. Their resilience should be rewarded, instilling confidence and joy. It's true, Chancellor, that we have overcome much. The tragedies of our past are but a few steps behind us. This is why we should focus on securing and protecting what we are starting here. Only with a strong defense can we find the courage to rise once more. Both reasonable positions, gentlemen. This must be me. Duke Donovan Stanton. Yes, Your Highness. Reasonable, to be certain, yet both overlooking that which most reliably maintains and grows a kingdom. Its coffers. Without sufficient coin, difficult to grow beyond simple thatch and stone. Must inspire the people. Fair points. Our citizens' security, our wealth, all important to our foundation. So this is where I was saying earlier on, you're presented with choices. Let me take a drink. That dictate the path of your gameplay. Sir Haywood, how can we best help our people? Choose coin over citizens or security. So Duke just wants the cash in his pocket, thinking that if I choose this, I'll give it to him. Chancellor, he's a people person. He wants the people to be happy, to thrive, to be, well, to be happy. Sir Hayward, he wants to defend above all else. I have a hunch that in a game like this, defense is going to be something that's going to come later down the road. I think we're going to go with Chancellor Declan's idea. Let's take care of the people first. Your Highness, without the procurement of life's necessities, we cannot flourish. Let us focus our attention on food, shelter, and other essentials so that we'll have the strength to grow our kingdom. Strength can only be nurtured through creating a proper defense, Your Highness. Chancellor means well, but given the fear these people still hold, we must let them feel secure. Food is security. Haywood is a shelter. That's Duke. Your Grace, our citizens are indebted to us. To rebuild what was lost, our people should devote their lives and wealth to the cause. Their investment will ensure a prosperous future for all. Duke, surely you cannot expect the survivors to give up the very little they have left. It is an investment, Declan. Ha! You act as if they would not benefit. Your Highness, without the procurement of life's necessities, we cannot flourish. Let us focus our attention on food, shelter, and essentials so that we have the strength to grow our kingdom. Okay, so now we're back through these. Continue. Okay, so we're basically almost forced to... Oh. Chancellor Declan is grateful for your support and informs you that he and the farmers have brought enough apples to support early food needs of your settlement. 250 apples. Act 1 event complete, settling in. Okay, so we need to build the water well. I like the R key. Do I want... It should be central. Go here. Is there any right or wrong? I don't know. I'm going to keep a space in between, just in case a space is needed. So I built a road for these dudes, and they're walking up through the woods, or through the grass. So do I not have the road fully connected? Road. goes there. Looking for a break in the road that might cause them to actually not use the road. That does not appear to be the case. So once again, guys, this is Thrive. Heavy lies the crown. It's a city builder slash... it is combat. Let's pause. A summary of your resources is displayed in the top right of your screen. You can customize the resources displayed by clicking the left mouse button on them and then selecting replacement. The replacement you would like to view in that spot. Try this now. A summary of your resources is displayed on the top right. So, water. Okay. Let's see. So we could replace hemp clothing, for example, with apples. Okay. So this menu up here is customizable, which is a very nice feature. Homes provide each class with a sense of security along with insight into the residents' happiness, big smiley face, and well-being. To prepare for new arrivals, we should construct the type of housing they will desire. Build at least 12 farmer houses to provide living space for our settlers with additional homes to accommodate newcomers to our community. You'll find them in the build menu within the farmer tab. 12, you say? Alright, so where do we want farmer's house? So do we need to so let's do something like a double road. And let's house. Like, I have no idea. Six. Two. Six. And let's take a couple roads down to there. Did I do that? Did that happen? Alright, so they're pretty dang quick. These are red. I don't know why these are red. Are you red because you don't have the materials? Let's just do a single back alley. To there. Alright, so this is housing row. Not pretty. But, so what are you saying to me? Are you too far away? Something. Not available storage in rain. Not available storage in rain. Okay. So then let's put 1, 2 there. Worry about storage later. So can I perhaps demolishing. Next, let's explore housing interface. Click left mouse button on one of your farmer's houses and take a look at the info pane. Alright, so here, info pane. Rupert Vidya. He has no firewood for warmth. He has no apples. He does have the well available. He does have food stores. He does have stockpile. He has no luxuries. Building health. Resident happiness level. Any effects on the house. Building health drops if the building is damaged by fire or attacks or revolts when... Okay. So if your citizens aren't happy, they could revolt. When health drops below maximum, the structure requires repairs, which cost resources. Interesting. The residents of a home are displayed here in addition to their names and occupations. If the residents' needs are met or exceeded, more residents will be able to move in. The maximum inhabitants of a home depends on the class of the structure. Farmer houses can hold a maximum of 4 residents. Okay. Events that affect the home are shown here. Events. Territory is spotless. Tax rate. Oh. There's financial implications here. No rubble. Events that affect the home are shown here, including nearby fire, attack, and disease. And these effects can vary, and their bonuses and penalties can stack. For example, 2 different penalties to production that incur a minus 5% penalty combined into a minus 10%. That's the way math works. Understanding housing. To grow your population, housing alone is not sufficient. You'll need to maintain your citizens' happiness. Big smile happiness. Your people have many different necessities, which can vary from class to class and fall under 2 categories: needs and luxuries. Needs are items essential to the population's survival, while luxuries are items that enrich their lives for the better. Providing access to these, you'll quickly raise resident happiness and allow additional people to inhabit available homes. Fulfilling your people's needs will directly affect their happiness. The resource bar displays the overall average happiness of your people and will further separate it by class when hovered. So we are at a 75% happiness. I just saw money. Is there 20 wealth? Oh my goodness. This is a deep, deep game. Income tax is reduced, production decreases, income chances of sickness, increased in chances of sickness, increased emigration. So people can leave. If 20 or more individuals of the same class are discontent, there is a chance that they will begin to revolt. Citizens in the state gather together outside the keep, shouting and raising torches to show their anger. During these protests, affected citizens will have their production reduced by an amount based on their happiness level. Now that we've provided housing, we should ensure our people have another of their critical needs met: firewood to warm their homes. This valuable resource is produced by a wood chopper. This building type can be found in the build menu under the Farmers tab. So my guess would be Buddy could be bit there. Can I demolish? Now I see some people using roads rather consistently, and other people like homeless. Okay, pause. Bro, are you homeless? Wow, Teppert. Citizens devoted to working the land. It doesn't tell me what he's up to other than going off this direction, but he does say that he's homeless. And I'm not sure why he's homeless. Because there's a lot of people homeless. Because I'm feeling like they shouldn't be. Can you... Can you move? Down here? Can you... Can you... Okay, so that is done-ish. You can manage your citizens' occupations through the job menu located on the status pane in the upper left-hand corner. Jobs. Open up the jobs menu, clicking the highlighted button. You can individually set the maximum worker count at any job site via its information pane on the right side of the screen. Okay, so this... Okay. Wood chopper. So if I need somebody, job site priorities can be increased or decreased by clicking the corresponding button or by dragging the job item to the desired position on the list. Whichever job is listed first is considered highest priority. Okay, so we could say woodchopper is number 1. Currently, our woodchopper lacks the workers it requires to operate. Try adjusting it to a higher priority, and you'll soon have workers there. So this is going to move it, I see, it's going to move it up. Each class of workers represented in their own tab so that you can easily observe and adjust their priorities. Citizens that are unemployed or designated as builders are displayed above the jobs list. Easily adjust the number of assigned builders at any time, ensuring no job goes unfulfilled. So, okay. Owned provinces can also be cycled though to observe and adjust the priorities of each class that inhabits it. Owned provinces can also be cycled though to observe and adjust the priorities of each class that inhabits it. Okay, so we only have one province. Gotcha. With our worker issue resolved, produce 30 firewood at your wood chopper to ensure that every home is adequately heated. So I don't know that we don't have a wood chopper. Unemployed 0 of 20. Is that what that's telling me? Okay, so now we got 2 choppers, 4 in the quarry, none in food stores, and none at the well, which is interesting, because you would think need water at the well. Okay, 2 at the well, 2 at the quarry, 2 at the wood chopper, 6 loggers. So that's 9, 11, 13, 9, 11, 13, 19. And supposedly we have 20 people. Math is correct. Alright, so where... Alright, so we have 418 logs, 56 stone. We have no water. But can we store water? Producing water. Hey, what are you doing? Why are you doing nothing? Yeah, he needs firewood. Alright, well they're producing firewood. Producing. Collect 30 firewood. But I believe... Yeah, we've... Whoa. Got a lot... territory. I very, very much like availability to adjust the area of influence for a particular job class, I guess you might say. So many games require you to just continue to add more and more and more and more and more of the exact same thing, which is just silly. Let's just let our people expand their work site instead of creating multiple of the same thing. I certainly do like that feature in this game. Certainly do. Now my understanding was pack the caravan for travel. I thought you could move the caravan out of the way, but I don't know what packing the caravan for travel means. I don't feel like I want to do that. Okay, so we do have water, which is nice. Okay. So most likely the next thing is that's going to... Okay, full bellies, food. I was going to say either food or like clothing, smoke, a little hemp, weed. No, don't do that. Construct an apple orchard, collect 30 apples. Okay, our people now need a source of food. Build an apple orchard to begin production of basic rations. The larger the field, the greater the quantity it can produce. Makes sense. You'll find farms in the build menu within the logistics tab. Once your farm is placed, collect 30 apples to build a stockpile our peoples can rely on to aid in maintaining their happiness. Okay, so apples is unlocked. Now, is there a difference in the land under which did I do it? I don't think I did it. Lot too small. Is it? Okay, so it... Okay. Does require a specific size. So then... need a road to get there. Do double roads other than looks change anything whatsoever? Okay, so now we need somebody as a farmer. Jobs. Apple orchard. Storage is full for the logger camp. Interesting. So, is there additional... Okay, so primitive stockpile. Another primitive stockpile. Act 2 sown. So we must have planted some veggies. So do I want to... Is this a stockpile? That's the wood chopper. Where's my stockpile? Here. Stockpile. So... I think... that can go there. Can I demolish? That. It's a weird shape. So then can I put down... It's not enough room. Stockpile. Can't put one down there, I guess. Just trying to think ahead here. Okay, cool. So here's our apple orchard. This reminds me of, what was that game? Dang it, I'm not gonna remember it. I'm gonna remember it. So we got lots of water now, which is fantastic. Stone is rough. Clothing and cider. Okay, firewood is up there, so I'm okay with our list right, dang it, right at the moment. And, okay, so what's this telling me? So, the soil here is rich on its surface, but the farms doubt its stability near feet below, which could inhibit the growth of rich, reliable produce. Chancellor Declan comes to discuss. Okay, so you've got to be watching these concerns with you. You've got to be watching for that to pop up. Your Majesty, the farmers are weary. They fear the soil in this new land is not keen for growth. We have traveled into Nysamor. Many of its fields were lush and abundant. Such flora can't arise from spoiled earth. Still, the farmers are struggling. It's possible that the locals have knowledge or skills unknown to us. How different can things truly be? But I'm no farmer, and growing crops is essential to our survival. We may be able to study the land, though it could take a bit, or find some local with greater understanding. So we're going to be, I'm just guessing, we're going to be bringing, I need a drink, we're going to be bringing people into the community. Alright, so now we have to make a choice. I like this. I like this. We've already lost so much time. You're suggesting we lose more to research? Perhaps it would be wise to secure a farmer who knows these lands. Do you think it's possible? Land is land, Chancellor. You believe our farmers have forgotten their craft? I mean, just based on what I'm hearing, I'm saying the Chancellor may have an idea. I believe it's entirely possible, Highness, with the right scout and offer. Their knowledge will prove invaluable to us, I have no doubt. What can be gained outweighs any potential risks. It is a risk, to be certain, but I trust your judgment, Chancellor. Like, dude, you're trying to take over. Your willingness to learn will help us succeed where Adamor faltered. Still, we cannot spare more time. Yes. Is it right to doubt the knowledge of our own farmers? A scout will be sent to retain local, seasoned farmer. They and theirs will be offered a home and land amongst your settlement and trade for their knowledge and skill. Act 1, event complete, sown. I don't know what that really means, per se. So then, anywhere does this tell me how many, for example, let's pause, how many beds we have, how many people can come to the village? Like, do I need to make additional housing? Can I expand sphere of influence of this? I cannot. That I can. This has no range. So when it does come to creating additional. I wonder what this 1 star means. Tech tree and upgrade the keep. 100. No expense should be spared when constructing your farmers' homes, unless it's worth the risk. Woodchopper bonus, well bonus, food market bonus. Apple, fresh apples are a dietary staple. Apple orchard can improve with greater harvests or faster ones. "12 happiness, 100. Are you sure you wish to research apple farm bonus?" Sure. So it's researching. That's very interesting. A boost to the food storage keeps your growing kingdom well fed. To store more food or deliver them faster, that is the question. The movement speed of those employed is increased by 5%, but storage is reduced by 25%. Interesting. 20, so this is go down to 80 then? Okay, so I have to wait for that to finish. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We need to collect 10 more apples. To keep life going. What is this? Whoa. I missed it. It didn't stay up there. What is this purple haze? This purple haze affects production at least. Would you look at that, would you? There is a purple haze. Okay. Well, that was fairly mild. My guess is that that is not going to continue to be the case. Very interesting. But these guys are a long way from home, man. But there's a lot of stone down here. Alright, well, as much as I hate to say it, okay, well, we'll do this first. Reach a population of 40 farmers. Okay, our citizens' needs for supplies are beginning to outpace our ability to produce them, Your Majesty. We should look to increase our farmer population to at least 40 to achieve this. To achieve this, the happiness of our current farmers must remain high. Happy? Y'all happy? You're 82. You're pretty freaking happy. Happiness correlates to how many citizens are able to inhabit a given home. Farmers require at least 2 of their needs met to be willing to move into a home. You'll need to fulfill additional needs to attract more. Okay. So where does it tell me? Oh, rubbish. Welgrum crystals in territory. Welgrum crystals. That is a -3. Where did that purple thing? There. What do we have here? How do we get rid of those? I do not know. But my guess is that's not good. That's where the purple haze is coming from. It sounds like that sounds like something from the 70s. Okay, so yep. All right, guys. I'm going to pause right here. It's been about an hour and 20 minutes on this video. You guys, now the control is up to you. I have done the first part and started this ball rolling. You guys are going to have to decide whether you want to see more of this next week or whether you want to see something different. Now, that's not to say that this game will never show back up on the channel again. This is just a demo version, and the full release is not out yet. Alright, but we can continue. We are not done with the demo yet. So we could continue this if you want. The choice is in your hands. Do you want Mark Kowalski to keep doing his thing? Or do you want him to fade off into oblivion? The choice is yours. Either way, thanks for watching. This is Thrive, Heavy Lies the Crown. This is Winging It Wednesdays. If you want to see another Wing It game, give me a suggestion. If you want to see this one continue, leave a comment, let me know, and we'll find out whether Kowalski ever makes his name in history. Totally up to you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Let me know what you want to do. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.